I bet you guys are wondering more about the mysteries between what is going on in Ajin, because that mysterious little demonic thing that we saw in this episode, yeah, I could definitely tell you one thing. Whatever that came out from K, whatever that monster was that manipulated those people, that thing definitely isn't human. So funny that most of the episodes actually didn't really focus it too much on K, and also as well with his friend with Kai. It actually focused more on these people studying down all the search for him and about him and his friend. Is oh yeah, let's search him here and there and finding out more a little bit about the IG. From what it sounds like and all that, from what we got to meet from the actual investigators and all that, they don't exactly seem like giving too much information out at the moment about what exactly is going on, who are the real bad guys, because all we know for the most information that we know about the Ajin so far is apparently next to K as well, there is only 47, including himself, known to exist in the entire world. The first one that we already saw is that person that we saw that was in that giant war field all those years ago from what we saw from episode 1, and that's kind of insane to see that already there's only 47 on them. But that's still, if you consider how crazy these things are, that there's 47 of them already, and who knows how many of them have actually been taken down to the police and everything from them. So we know really to combat anything what we've seen from the IG and the Demi-Humans right now is what we heard from the special investigator Tsusaki, who specialized in the IG, is that really there's the only way to take them down is actually using a tranquilizer dye, you use for hunting bears and deers and stuff like that. That's the only real way to take care of them, because apart from that, it's you're pretty much not going to get anything else done for them. And that's kind of crazy to see. Yeah, when they mean immortal, these guys are definitely immortal. And then when we went to K's side, we're Kai as well, when we get to see them kind of running away, they're okay, not everyone's heard the news yet, we should be alright. However, they did manage to get themselves into a bunch of trouble with two wannabe little gangster guys who were already kidnapping / raping a girl in the back of their truck. When they saw who this guy was, it's okay, we can get the money. And they actually tried to pull a sly one by knocking him out with a baseball bat and saying, yeah, this guy, we can get 100 million yen from this guy, oh my god. And I gotta say, I appreciate Kai going for his friend, even when they were on the run as well. He was asking why you help me, I'm an Ajin. He's I don't care, I don't care who you are, that's a true friend right there. It's that's saying found out yo, by the way, I'm a monster, I'm not actually human, but it's oh, I'm still the same person. It's after all this time, it's definitely something hints of Tokyo Ghoul, because it's if you've had a friend all these years, for this time, all that, although the relationship between K and Kai has been a very weird one of that from that. But say you had a best friend, you've been known for 10 years or something like that, and he finds out after all this time, it's oh, by the way, I'm a demon or something like that. I'm not from this world, but I'm exactly the same person you've known me all this year. You'd be quite taken into the shock. But I don't know, I think it's me just personally as well. But if I found out, say, my personal friends were a ghoul or something like that, then I'd forgive them. If they were a Demi-Human, yeah, I'd say I wouldn't hold it to them. It's you can't blame what you've been born with. That's not, you should never judge anyone for that just because of what situation they were born with, or who they came from. You should never judge them for that. And although these was a little bit different, and that, I guess that's kind of one of the more things that a lot more mangas are trying to do recently, and especially with the animes as well, is trying to kind of do being separated from society and being judged for who you are. And that's kind of interesting to see that they are trying to do that kind of stuff. And even as well with the opening, you said the entire opening is saying how can you sleep at night when I'm being on the run. The whole song is screaming out run away, run away. And that's kind of interesting. He's saying I have to hold my breath. I have to scurry around in the night while you guys can just eat happily and enjoy yourselves with life. That's kind of crazy to think that the opening is questioning you about kind of morals about the IG and humanity, just being able to say, oh well, we can just hunt them and get money. That's just how it is. And not to mention for the ending of this episode, when we got to see that monster, holy shit, we know that the IG had that weird scream that seems to disabled people for like a little while, like stops them from moving on. But that monster, for what we saw, like, yeah, you can definitely see why it's called the Demi-Humans, because that thing isn't definitely human. Whatever the hell that was like running around is saying like, I never forget, you guys should just die. Like, after everything, like what these guys did, these like trying killers, trying to run him off the road. The guy, like the actual monster, hits the brakes and all that, grabs the guy by the face like that, punching his like little fingers, like his sharp fingernails in there, and it's like just stopping right at like where a train was now about to go and hit him right there and killing the two of them. And it's definitely showing like it's a sentient being from what we know, but for some reason it's seemingly like it's saying the words of K from like his childhood, from also as well from this stuff, because there's one bit where it's like saying like, I wish all of you guys did, repeating exactly what K said, but then also as well saying like it wants to be like just like as it's like sitting on the top. So it's a really weird creature, and I've only read a bit of the manga, so I have no idea what exactly this thing is. Like, I've only seen a little bit of it, but even still that, I have no idea what the fuck this thing is. Like, it really interests me. Like, the Ajin, they are very curious things. Like, I believe that's what they're called, but it's like, I have no idea, but for the meantime, I'm just going to call that thing the Ajin right there. But it's like, those are some very curious things right now, and I really want to know what exactly this demonic being is, because it's just a very interesting and hoping for a very complex character from out of it as well. If it's like part of K's psyche, whether or not it's understanding his language, like he can control it through like the body of his will, because it's definitely something that he's seen before from what we've seen from the childhood as well. He's seen this thing before, so it's definitely like, I guess, like a hint that everyone owns like one of their own if they're an Ajin. So for as far as we know, there is 47 of these monsters out there in the world that can do some damage like that, because it is physical as well. It can grab people, and people can supposedly see it as well, like from what we saw of those two guys. But overall, I really enjoyed this episode. I thought it's a great one. Like, throughout the whole thing, like, the whole CGI, I'm not like, oh, my eyes, they're burning, oh, like, I am going like that yet, like, for the series. Like, I'm really a lot like that with, like, a lot of CGI series, but for this one, it isn't really bugging me that much, to be fair. But, yeah, as long as my eyes ain't burning, that's the kind of the main thing I want to get out with when it comes to CGI animation. But overall, I really did enjoy this episode. I think it was a solid day, actually, for, like, a good chasing. I did like that little dynamic thing they did at the start of the little chase scene where they're like going around. I thought that was kind of unique to do, actually. I really did appreciate that. I'm kind of curious, though, for you people in the comments just down below, is this actually a lot of this just taken from the movie? Because I'm pretty sure it'd be hard to tell really with like the movie's kind of quality and then also as well the CGI, because I'm guessing it's kind of really easy to recreate in the two of them. But honestly, I have to wait and see. Like, I really do want to see the movies, but then as well, I don't want to spoil too much about the anime, even though I've seen like 20 odd chapters, so I've kind of spoiled myself enough from it. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. But that's all from me, so I'll catch you guys next time.